The year is 1999. I'm not sure what month it was. I was stationed at Maxwell Air Force Base in Alabama, specifically the city of Montgomery, Alabama. On the 11th of January of 1999, I married my sweetheart, Gloria, and as a married couple, we lived in this apartment somewhere in downtown Montgomery, Alabama. Can't remember exactly what the apartment complex is called, but nice place. I mean, it's nice. The apartment was large, 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. That's the only thing I didn't like about the apartment. It had just 1 bath. When you live with Gloria, you got to have 2 bathrooms. And I say that, you know, with a big smile. But anyway, right now we're starting out with the bedroom. Now the reason why there's no audio in this video, the camera that I was using at the time was very old and was broken. Now we could get the video portion of it, but the audio portion, the audio mechanism inside the camera was broken, so the sound was distorted. So what I did, I muted the sound, and I just dubbed music into the video when I processed it on the computer. And right now I'm just kind of narrating. Now we started out this video in our bedroom, looking at the desk, the fax machine on the desk, the TV set I got in Italy back in 1983 when I got the camera, so that was kind of old. But I had that in the bedroom where, you know, people didn't see it in the living room if anybody came to visit. We stayed in this apartment for 1 year, from January of 1999 until December of 1999. So it was about a year, about 11 months and some odd days. Nice apartment. We enjoyed it. I hated to leave it. Like I said, the only thing I didn't like about the apartment is the fact that we had only 1 bathroom. So I got a little bit, you know, a little crowded at times. But yeah, other than that, not bad, not bad. And we're still going through the bathroom now. Not bathroom, but the master bedroom. Looking at the carpeting, the closets, that sort of thing. And we should be moving into another room here in a few more minutes. The lighting here is not that good. And like I said, the camera is old, didn't pick up the lighting, didn't pick up the images very well when the light was off. So bear with us. And we appreciate you. That's the lamp we had. Don't have that anymore. And we should be proceeding out to the hallway here in just a moment. Just want to make sure that we took in everything in the bedroom so that you get a general idea of what it looks like, or what it did look like at that time when we had that apartment. Some of that same furniture we still have. The furniture was initially, for the most part, Gloria's furniture. She got some of that stuff back in the 80s, just like me, so it's kind of old, but it still works, it's still effective, it's still functional. You got the telephone on the nightstand, the alarm clock, and on the desk, I have the old telephone speaker box I got back in the 80s, and the caller ID thingamajig from back in the day. And of course the remote for the TV set or the VCR. And of course my glasses. I want to make sure everything is nice and neat with the camera, of course. And that's the old fax machine. We no longer have that fax machine, but it came in handy back then. I think that thing finally died on us about maybe 5 years ago. Maybe less, I'm not sure, but it's no longer with us now. He just died of old age. And that was the battery charger for rechargeable batteries, of course. Most of which I used inside my boom box. I got that in at Abbiano Air Base, Italy, at the BX, back in 1982. Okay, I think we're moving on to the kitchen now, or in the hallway, the dining room area. Yeah. We don't have that table anymore. That was a nice little table. It was cheap. It was good for then. You know, if you're moving, it's something that's good to have. It's not expensive, so if it gets broken, you don't really care. And I don't think we have that anymore. Oh, we may. I think we still have that. Yeah, a little hutch. Or a drawer. Cat drawer. What do you want to call it? Dresser. Ship robe. Now, this we're looking at now is a spare bedroom. In case anybody came to visit and spend the night, they could use a spare bedroom. And, you know, the bed is functional. It's also a storage room for a lot of the storage crates we had. Instead of paying somebody for a storage bed, we just kept our overflow goods inside this bedroom. And it was sort of like a little man cave for me when we didn't have anybody staying with us. Yeah, so it was a man cave slash spare bedroom slash storage room. As you can see, we got a little small TV set there, stereo unit. File cabinet. And just, you know, if I use that room to iron my uniforms. That way I'll be out of glorious way when I need to get some ironing done, my uniforms. And the different storage, different packet crates for my video and stereo equipment. And so that room's a little bit on the junky side. We clean it up when somebody comes over, but very seldom do we have company. I think the only time we had company, somebody staying over, is when Erica and Pat came to visit us. They were newlyweds at the time, and they came up to visit for a couple of days. They took a Greyhound to see us from Shreveport, so they used this room. So we had a little better organized then, better cleaned up. But you get the picture. All right, turn out the light, and we're looking now at the bathroom. Now that's the one and only bathroom we had, which is not too bad. There's the thermometer, and of course the good old smoke alarm. One of those things you hope you never have to use, but it's mighty handy to have it around. It comes in handy. You never know. Another little storage closet, like the linen closet. Okay, we're looking at the bathroom now. And that's me with the video camera ensemble. Had the camcorder and the VCR unit to which you attached it. Now the VCR unit was old and not working right. I don't know if it was the malfunction of that unit or the camera, but there were two units or two pieces to that unit. But you're getting a general idea of what it looked like. I'm just trying to take you there so that you can kind of see what we saw. And this is like an historical record of where we lived, when we resided in the city of Montgomery, Alabama, back in the year 1999. I retired from the Air Force. Well, we had the retirement ceremony, and I left there at the end of December of 1999, and we moved back to Shreveport. We moved into an apartment in Shreveport called Quail Creek Apartments, over on Ninth Street, right off of Ninth Street. Not Ninth Street, but off of Shreveport-Barksdale Highway. Yeah, just before you get to East Kings Highway. near the Firestone station. But in 1999, this is where we live, where we reside. All right, we're kind of looking at the entrance to the living room, dining room area. Yeah, the dining room's in the background, and we're kind of walking around, looking from the living room into the dining room. And that's sort of like a little computer library type area we set aside for the computer equipment, word processor, typewriter, printer, telephone, you know, like a little office setup. And there's the old couch we used to have, as well as the, I guess, what do you call that table? The, not a table, a snack table, whatever you want to call it. But all those things are gone now. That couch is gone. We had to replace that. But we replaced that one when we got to just a few years ago, about maybe 3 or 4 years ago. We replaced that couch. And those 2 chairs right there we still have. Those 2 office chairs, office furniture. It's pretty good. Carpeting looked nice. Nice looking apartment though. As you can see, had a lot of stuff hung up on the wall. I called it the Huffman Shrine. It's sort of like my man cave, love me wall. Had it all over the place. Much to Gloria's chagrin, she wasn't too happy about that. But I had my different plaques, certificates, trophies, that sort of thing. And the kitchen chairs, we don't, like I said, we don't have those anymore. And that punch cabinet in the dining room, we don't have that anymore. We got rid of that once we moved into our house. Yeah, that Hutch cabinet, no longer have it, that's gone. Yeah, I really enjoyed that apartment. Hated when we had to leave. And that TV set, we don't have that anymore. We got rid of that. Of course, that thing died on us. So we had to replace that with a flat screen TV once we moved into our home here in Shreveport, where we live now. As you can see, that's a good size living room. I tried to get it from all the different angles so that you could appreciate the size of this room. It was roomy. Gotta say, you didn't feel cramped in there. Both of us like lots of space. Now the kitchen was small, basically, but we didn't need a real large kitchen area. And in case you wanted to play some music while in the kitchen, we had that little combination TV set, tape player, and radio. So that came in handy at times. And we try to keep everything nice and clean, nice and neat and clean, especially for the camera. I was doing that little video that day, so I wanted to make sure everything was looking good. Nice stove. We didn't have to work too hard cleaning it up when it was time to leave because we kept it pretty clean, I have to say. So we got our security deposit back in full because the place, matter of fact, we had it looking better when we left than when we found it. So the landlady was pretty happy with us. We did them right. They were impressed. Plus, during that time, I kept us 1 month ahead in rent. In other words, I gave them an extra month of rent, so they always had that in the hole. So there's no way they can get on us about the rent. That was always a month ahead of time, just to make sure there are no upsets. Oh, in the military, things happen. Sometimes you may get deployed, or something happens where you can't pay the rent, or whatever may happen, or you may forget. Things happen. So just to make sure everything was good, I kept it 1 month in advance, 1 month ahead. And once we left, we got all of our money back, so there was no problem. They were pretty good people. We had no problem. They had no problem with us. We had no problem with them. Yeah, that's a little computer type area. Gloria had her little computer she worked at. I had mine, so we both had our own little individual computers as we and systems as we sat down. Now that's old stuff. Those are old computer, old monitors. Don't have those anymore. They're all gone. All that stuff is gone. Scanner. That's the old scanner we used to have. Old computer that went with that. All that's gone now. It's been replaced. All this stuff died a long time ago. But it was functional then. It was okay. It wasn't great, but it was okay. And I think right around that time we finally got cable for our computer system. Cable internet. Yeah, cable internet. So that was kind of late in the year. We didn't get to enjoy that for too long, but it was better late than never. So we got that high-speed internet. We enjoyed that there. Ironically, when we got back to Shreveport, at that time in 2000, it wasn't available in Shreveport yet, but yet it was available in Montgomery, Alabama, of all places, right? So hey, go figure. Who knew? That's the word processor, and the screen to the word processor. We don't have that anymore, of course. I got rid of that. I gave that away. Some of the pictures, little trophies or plaques. Looks like I had them all over the place. It's all good. It's all good. Some of those I have them packed away somewhere right now. We don't have them on the wall. On the walls here. Gloria wasn't too happy about me putting that stuff all over the walls like that. That was kind of the newer computer I got then. It was new at that time. That one is gone. Telephone, modem, all that stuff is gone now. I think I still have those speakers though. Those computer speakers. Yeah. There's an old computer of mine. Long since gone. And of course that computer desk ensemble, that's gone. We don't have that anymore. That's long since gone. A lot of wires underneath there, a lot of wires. And that was a high-speed modem. So apparently we got that done. That video was done after we got the high-speed internet system set up. That's sort of like a zip drive. They call it another type of drive that I can't remember, but You can have larger files on that one. That's no longer around. That's gone. We may still have that same computer cabinet. Yeah, I think we still do have that, like a desk cabinet on some. Yeah, we still have that. I think we do. I'm 100% sure. I think we still have it. That's the same one. And of course, that office chair that's held up for a long time. We had that for quite some time. Both of those chairs still holding up. I remember that old combo right there. That's long since gone. That thing died a long time ago. It worked well when we had it, though. It was like a fax, printer, telephone, all combined in one unit, into one unit. Yeah, that one brings back memories. Long time ago. And of course the old plastic shelving. Gloria wasn't too happy with that. She didn't like that. She wasn't too impressed with that. And that coffee table right there, she wasn't too impressed with that either. All that stuff was gone now. All gone. Now those speakers, I still have those stereo speakers. I still have those. And I still have that same old stereo. And I think we still have that fan. Those lighting units are gone. We don't, well, one of them is gone anyway, I think. That one. We got rid of it. We got to replace it with something else. And some of the old stuff I got from Castle Air Force Base and other places. Castle, of course. A lot of trophies and memorabilia from there. That must be the VCR, the old VCR. We don't have that anymore, right? That's gone. Got a lot of use out of that unit. Looks like the telephone and answering machine is the cordless phone, answering machine, box where I kept a lot of tapes, VHS tapes in, and of course my tape player and my timer. I got that old Marantz timer back in 1982 when I was in a station at Aviano Air Base, Italy. And of course that tape players were fairly new. I got that back in the 90s sometime. And a little demonstration of those, how these things all work together. And that stereo, I got that back sometime in the early part of the 90s. The mid-90s. Yeah, the mid-1990s. Yeah, that's stereo component. This video brings back a lot of memories. Still have that lamp. Still got that. That's old. Pictures. All right, we're going to take a peek outside on the balcony. We lived on a second floor, which I prefer. It's better for safety purposes. It makes it harder for somebody to break into your apartment if you live on a second floor. Not that they can't do it, but it's just a little bit more difficult to get away, to pull it off. Nice balcony, had a nice view. Looking at the parking lot, some of the other buildings in the apartment complex. Looks like it's kind of a cloudy day outside that day. Yeah, like I said, nice looking area. And we were told that that was sort of a ritzy part of town, which we didn't know, but that's what we were told. This is about maybe, had to be somewhere close to about 20 miles from Maxwell Air Force Base itself. Now, Maxwell Air Force Base, believe it or not, was located in the hood. So anybody who lived in Montgomery, the GIs, when they got an apartment off base, it would normally behoove you to want to move somewhere far away from the base on the other side of the town, which is a nicer side of town. We were right around the corner from the Maxwell Air Force Base Credit Union, so we did our banking there. But as you can see, the grounds are well kept. Nice people. And a little lounge thing outside. Sometimes we go out there and kind of chill out for a little bit. Not that often. Most of the time we were working. Laura was working on her job, I was working on my job. But still, it wasn't bad. Not bad. And there's old Betsy, my 1985 Toyota Camry. Still operational at that time. That's gone too. I mean, that died a while ago, so yeah. I kept it all the way until it just died one day. It didn't want to come back, so that was the end of that one. I replaced it with a Chevy Cavalier, which I still have. That was back in 2001 or 2002 time frame, one or the other. Other buildings in the background. Yeah, we're almost done. And some other apartment complexes way out in the background. Now those are expensive. Yeah, those are really the high price, ritzy ones. The ones you see way in the background. That was a different apartment complex there. We checked into those and they were kind of pricey, so we decided just to kind of deal with the one that we had, which is good. No problem. We enjoyed the one we had. It was good. No complaints. Now back inside, and we're looking at my lovely wall here again, aka the Huffman Shrine. Looking at it from a different angle. And we're coming back into the apartment from the balcony. Taking one last look at everything. And there's the front door to the apartment. We can walk upstairs and come through that door. Once again, the dining room, the easy chair, that lounge chair, we don't have that anymore. That easy chair, the one that front chair, that's on back there, we don't have that. Alright, we're going to step outside into the hallway now. That leads up to our apartment. There are the steps. One of the neighbors is coming up the steps right now. But it kind of gives you an idea of what that looks like on the outside. Coming back inside. One more comes to the kitchen. Inside the living room. now we're about to shut it out, shut it down, and that's our picture, and that's where we're going to leave you now. And hope you enjoyed that video presentation. Sorry about the interruption. All right, and have a great day. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.